Hello and welcome to yet another Yapping. The sea. Now, I don't live by the sea, I can tell you that. I live right in the middle of no sea at all. Because I don't like the sea. I really don't. It's about the powers. It is. Now, I know that even if you're not really going... I mean, you have, I think Chicago has Lake Michigan close to you. And believe me, the power of Lake Michigan is actually the same as for me and the sea. The sea is very powerful, but it's also very useful. So I'm totally ambivalent on this one as well. But every time I go close to the sea, I feel like I am so inferior to the water. It feels like it draws me out. Come out and drown with me, says the sea. And I really don't like that. I can also see how the sea is actually making transitions in the country, moving sand and all that stuff. And I don't like that at all. It's power. And if you ever happen to be where there's a minor storm or anything, and you are by the sea, the wind is hailing in, the waves are very high, that's horror. That's a horror movie that I've never seen, and I don't want to see it either. No way. Being on the sea, however, big ship or minor ship or anything, totally fine, no bother at all. My son's mother, on the other hand, thinks that if there's a big ship, she might actually weigh so much that she can make it rock. Yeah, that was a fun one when I saw that one. What are you doing? Oh, I'm just seeing if I can make it move. You? Are you crazy? It's weighing like 100,000 tons. You can't make it move. Well, perhaps you could in a rowboat. Rowboat on the sea, that's not an option, of course. Now, I don't have anything against rivers or small lakes or anything like that. And despite the fact that I can't swim, not proper anyway, I'm pretty good at floating if I'm just doing that and nothing else, but I'm not good at swimming. But still, I just take on my safety vest and go out and canoeing or whatever. I have no idea if that's nothing that I bothered by. But as soon as I get close to the sea, I can just park my car along the road and just watch the sea move back and forth. It could be a clear day even. And I feel like, no, I don't like this. I really don't like this. And mainly, I have no idea. It's not like it's a big problem. I don't have any bad dreams about it or anything. I've never drowned in the sea in my dreams or anything like that. Never. I have no idea what it is that causes me to just don't like the power of water. Could it be that it's so much of it? Perhaps not. Not totally sure. I'm often down in Gothenburg, and Gothenburg is among the closest place that I am to the sea. And if you're down in the harbor or anything, that's okay. It's calm down there. But we usually go outside on the coastline as well, taking a cup of coffee and having a picnic out there. And that's not relaxing for me. It is not relaxing a bit. I usually sit there with my back turned against the waves because I don't want to see them. I can't relax. That's very strange, actually. Sweden is, as you probably know, surrounded by much water, but not the big waters, not the Atlantic Ocean or anything. We have something called Kattegat and something called the Baltic Sea, Skagerrak. Well, that's about it. The Norwegians, on the other hand, has the Atlantic Ocean. The Denmark has also the Atlantic Ocean. And I've been to Denmark, to their west coast, and been down at the sea there as well. And it's the same thing. The Danish sea side is the same as the Swedish sea side. I don't like it. I'm not totally sure, but I know that I have vertigo problems as well. But how many of these problems can you have? However, if I was to choose a way of travel to, let's say to the States, if I want to go stateside from Sweden, I really would love to go on a big cruise liner, like Queen Elizabeth III or something like that. I don't know if she's been built yet. But they're not there anymore, are they? The Atlantic Ocean liners, they're not there. There's only those big container ships, and I don't want to go by them. You can't go around the world in 80 days. But if you had to, I would love to go cruising across the Atlantic Ocean. The Pacific, on the other hand, that's a total different business. On the other hand, it's rather neat to know that it takes so long to go by sea. Mainly because you're not going the straight line you think you are. Going by plane, you go over the North Pole and suddenly you're there in a couple of hours. Yeah, but I would love to do that. Anyway, I don't like the sea, but I know that it's a very important thing, and I really hope that we stop putting plastic into the sea, because that has been one of the biggest issues and news this last 3 months. Whales are found with whole container full of plastic things inside them. That's not good. That's something that we need to do something about. Well, thanks for listening. Bye for now.